Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get together live here on Facebook, where we combine headlines from our city, state, and country with information provided by you through your questions, ideas, and suggestions. We put all this information together, we combine it and put it to good use as we try to connect with our city and with each other here in Puerto Vallarta as a community of English-speaking locals. If you've ever wondered what I look like with a good, solid, no frills, old-fashioned hangover in my face, this is it. Yesterday, I went out to check out, oh my God, my head. I went out to check out the new wine bar, and it was absolutely fantastic. We had a great time. I have some video to share with you later on in the broadcast, but I was so very happy to go and hang out with friends and run into people that I had never met in person. We walked into the bar, and who was there but Ramona Horty, who usually tunes in. We had a nice conversation. Then Christy, our in-house squirrel specialist, showed up to say hello. So it was a lovely time. A lot of you are coming back, and a lot of you are already here. So it is a pleasure to see you, and in some occasions to meet you in person for the first time. And of course, I'm sure we're going to see a little bit of that this coming Thursday at our meet and greet. And I'm very excited for that. So let me give a nice welcome to everyone on this Tuesday. It is Tuesday, yes, all day long, November 8th. And particularly welcome those of you that are joining us live for the first time. If you'd like to get a nice little welcome from the cluster, all you have to do is write the word new in your comment, and we'll be so very happy to give you a nice little welcome. And of course, if, oh my God, speak of the devil, look who's here. Here's Christoph, one of the owners of the Secret Bar. We had a great time connecting and getting to know each other yesterday afternoon and evening. Christoph, welcome to our live broadcast. And I'm sure you didn't write the word new, but that's okay. I'm going to make sure that everybody gives you a nice welcome to our cluster. So as I was saying earlier, if there's something truly important that you wish to share, adding a capital letter Q at the beginning of your comment is very helpful for us to be able to find your comment during the comment section later on in the broadcast. But first, how about a little bit of news? A couple of quick and dirties. If you are arriving in town and fear you may have missed an up-close encounter with the world's tallest Catrina, fear not. We have learned that she's sticking around for another week, all 22.67 meters of her. She's going to remain, and then in a week, the installation is going to be removed. Also, recently, somebody asked about how things are looking on Basilio Badillo, and I caught this headline from yesterday. SEAPAL continues work rehabilitating water lines along Basilio Badillo and Colonia Emiliano Zapata. Presently, they are replacing the cobblestones between Ignacio Vallarta and Constitución, and SEAPAL announced yesterday that work would continue last night starting at 11 p.m. and continue until this morning. So if you are walking around Basilio Badillo today or maybe yesterday, you want to let us know how things look, it would be very much appreciated. Elsewhere in the city, SEAPAL is also continuing their work along Guadalupe Sanchez in El Centro and also in a couple of streets in Cinco de Diciembre. Always good to know that our streets are getting improved. Also, this seems like deja vu because I'm sure we announced this before, or maybe they scheduled it but changed their mind. I'm not sure. But Viva Aerobus has announced that they're beginning direct flights from Puerto Vallarta to Toluca, the capital city for the state of Mexico. And this provides, of course, another alternative to get to Mexico City, as Toluca is only an hour away, but also gives the opportunity to explore the city of Toluca and its surroundings. There are many, many attractions to be considered there. And in addition, other flights were announced to connect Toluca to Mérida, Monterrey, and Cancun. So if you are living here in Puerto Vallarta and you want to explore any of these destinations, you can now easily connect through Toluca by way of Viva Aerobus. And just like that, we are at our weather break. Let's see what is going on out there. Oh, the sun is a little bitch who I don't know that word. Reneges, Reneges. The sun is a little bitch who reneges on deals to go supernova and wipe out the entire solar system. Oh my goodness, I don't know that R word. And I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'm going to have to look it up. But that's my homework, not yours. Right now it's 26 degrees, feels like 28. Humidity is low at 68%. And for those of you that get along with Fahrenheit degrees, we are presently enjoying 78 degrees Fahrenheit of temperature here in Puerto Vallarta. Our forecast, humid through the day with a high of 29 and a low of 21. Wednesday, humid and partly cloudy. That would be tomorrow with a high of 29 and a low of 21. And then Thursday, partly cloudy through the day with a high of 29 and a low of 19. And there you have it. Let's see what else we have. Oh, since we have seen a number of people arriving in the last week or so, maybe this is another opportunity to have one of these little fill in the blank exercises during your comments. So if you can think of anything that has happened in the last month or so that our friends, the snowbirds, might be curious about, that has changed or has been added to our city and whatnot, maybe this is a good opportunity for us to play What Did I Miss? So feel free to add in your comments anything you need. Anything you think that our friends, the snowbirds, may have missed during the past few weeks or months. Okay, so now let's see. Do I play you a little video? No, let me tell you about the bar first. It was awesome. It was everything that I wanted it to be. Before I got there, I was thinking to myself, okay, so if it is not on the street, but in a courtyard, how quiet is it? Number one. Number two, how loud is the music going to be? What kind of background music will they have? Am I going to like the wine selection? What about the prices? All this stuff was addressed beautifully. And yes, indeed, in order to find this bar, you need to walk through a Danish bakery, which might seem a little confusing to some. But once you put A and B together, and we'll show that in a video momentarily, then you cross through the bakery and maybe order some munchies to have with your wine. And then you get to the back, which is where the wine and cocktail bar is located. The place is pet friendly, and they feature very nice mellow background music. We had a great opportunity to we had a great opportunity to meet both Christoph and Carlos, the two owners. We sat with them. We drank some wine, and then we drank some more wine, and and then we had some munchies to go along with it. First, we ordered a cold cut platter, and then it was a little late in the night, and for some reason there was no. I forget if the bakery had closed or they ran out of cold cuts, or the bakery was about to close. That's what it was. So we walked up to the bakery, and thank God. My friend Eric and I have one thing in common, which is we enjoy sweets with our red wine. So we picked up a couple of croissants, sliced them in small little pieces, and enjoyed great wine, great conversation while we were munching on croissants. Sweet croissants, of course. So let me show you this movie that I put together quite roughly because, of course, I left my good camera in the house. I didn't bring my good camera, but I did not want to disappoint. Let's have a look at this. Okay, so I'm standing right outside of the new wine bar, and I want to show you how this thing operates and how it works. As you can see, here is the Litten Road. I have no idea how you pronounce that. And this is just a Danish bakery. And in order to get to the bar, you come in through the Danish bakery. And you have all these wonderful Danish chingaderas to eat. And Danish bread. And Mexican person taking care of you. Hola. But then all of a sudden, you start seeing all these things, and before you know it, back here, you have to walk through the Danish bakery, and here is the new wine bar. And if you look up, look, we're surrounded by buildings which provide great acoustic isolation from everything that's going on everywhere. Uh-oh. I see people that know who I am. How are you guys doing?
Awesome. How are you?
I'm doing good. This place is wonderful, isn't it?
Isn't this one of the nicest secret locations?
Who are you? I am Paco.
Paco, I am Lorelai.
Hi.
Hi, I'm from British Columbia.
And you're having a good time.
Very much so.
Excellent.
This is my hubby, Ron.
Hello, Ron. Hello. It's a good place, isn't it?
It is.
We
Yes.
want this. We want this place. Yes.
Yes.
Hi. Yes. Huh?
Are we promoting this wonderful?
Of course we're promoting this place. Are you having a good time?
So much for your time.
Yeah. So this is it. It's small. It's intimate. It's like a patio, but it's more than a patio. And there are, it's just swanky. It's beautiful. And I just wanted to make sure that you knew what it was like. And this is my quick and dirty of the new secret wine. Espérame, ¿cómo está? Ven acá. Ven. One of the owners. ¿Cómo se llama?
The Secret Wine and Cocktail Bar.
Okay, so if you want secret wine, secret cocktail, secret bar, this is the place
This
to be.
is the place.
So there you go. That was a quick and dirty of the secret wine and cocktail bar. Of course, it was still bright. Daylight was prevailing. And then, once it got a little darker, they turned out the ambience lights all over the patio. And I shouldn't call it a patio. It's more like a terrace. It was absolutely wonderful. And while we were watching this, I am seeing all these wonderful comments about pairing dark chocolate with red wine. Welcome to my world. Pairing chocolate with red wine is one of my favorite addictions. So if you find yourselves in Colonia Emiliano Zapata looking for a nice, quiet, intimate place for casual conversation over a glass of wine or a cocktail and some hors d'oeuvres, I think you are going to love this place. It is like a little oasis um, in the middle of what is otherwise a very, very busy street. So that was that. And now, just to wrap things up, let's see what else do we have. Of course, it wouldn't be Tuesday if I was not showing you a reminder of our meet and greet this coming Thursday at Whiskey Kitchen. I hope you can join us. And of course, our dear friends from Hecho a Mano have announced their next event coming up on November 19 at El Patio. This, as you know, is a series of opportunities to buy handcrafted, wonderful items created by local artists. And this used to be happening once a month. It seems like our friends from Hecho a Mano are tightening up their pace, and this is the second one that I've seen announced in 2 weeks. So good for them. I would imagine this is happening because the project has been successful for them and for those of us looking for unique items to buy. And of course, I also wanted to remind you that after a 2-year absence, the Madonari Festival, the Sidewalk Chalk Painting Festival, returns to Puerto Vallarta. This is the 15th edition, and this unique 3-day event places us up close with over 100 amazing sidewalk chalk painting artists that will be painting around City Hall and in the main plaza. So if you want to participate, there are several categories that you can join. And if you wish to find more information, I'm going to leave you with a link to this Facebook page in the show notes so you can find out more specific about this project, which of course is the product of our sisterhood with Sister City of Santa Barbara, California. So this is all good news, a nice weekend to look forward to. And now let me take a quick look. Oh, comment mode. There you go. Let's take a quick look at what we have. Lots of good mornings, of course. La-di-da-di-dum. Oh no, Joyce says, the sun is shining somewhere, just not where I am. I hope the sun comes back to where you are. Terry is playing tourist today, taking the hop-on, hop-off bus. Please give us a full report on your experience when you come back from tourist mode. Christoph, I want to say hello again, and I want to thank you so much for a wonderful, wonderful evening last night. It was a pleasure to visit your new bar, and I wish you so much success. It's not even funny. Let's see what else we have. Oh, good morning from Las Juntas y los Veranos. Hello, Patty. I'm sorry. Hello, Pat. My bad. Let's see. Welcomes and welcomes and welcomes. There's a question from Liz. Is the secret location a secret? Of course it is not. And I believe I just told you where to find it. And of course, we are going to show you the Facebook page for the secret bar in our in our show notes in a little while. There's another question or another comment. It would be nice if the great Catrina would become part of the Malecon. Just my thought. You know, I think I agree with you. But then again, I wonder if they keep it there year round, it will stop being as spectacular. I don't know. And all that fabric, I'm sure it's going to get dirty at some point. But it's nice to have it while we have it. It has been a great addition. And it's fun. I found myself taking an Uber into town yesterday and watching all the people gawking up at her was really, really amazing. Let's see. Doobity-doo, ba-doopy-doo. Oh, Dave. Oh, Dave, you never fail to amaze me. At a minimum, it could attract the lightning during storms and protect the citizens. Now, that makes me wonder what on earth would happen to poor Catrina if she was zapped by lightning. That is so funny. And then there's all your comments about the R word. And because I pronounced it a couple of ways, I don't know which one was the good one. But thank you very much for all your feedback. Let's see what else. Claude, you totally surprised me with this comment. Have never tried sweets with red wine. Now I will. Can I join you, please? Let's see what else. My goodness, Carlos seems to have gotten a bunch of good comments. Boys, he is taken. Oh my God, Chris, you are so correct. Good blue cheese with red wine or a good port is fantastic. We could have a whole conversation about red wine with sweet pairings. I love it. Dave does it again. It appears that Carlos is better than Madison Avenue advertising. Well, I will say they are both very, very handsome men. Is the patio the one on San Salvador? Asks Suzanne. I am not sure what the answer to your question is, Suzanne, but I'm sure we can both find out when we look more closely at the invitation as we are enjoying the show notes. I actually think it's not the one in San Salvador. I think it's the one in Emiliano Zapata, but I'm not entirely certain. Linda gives us more information. There's a chalk painting event in Bucerias as well that takes place in February 21, 22, and 23rd. Thank you very much for that, Linda. Hopefully we'll see headlines about that when we get closer to that date. Let's see what else. Oh, Christoph is going to make me blush like a schoolgirl. He says, it was a pleasure to have you. Well, you haven't had me, darling, but but it was a pleasure to meet you. It was so much fun to converse with you. Oh my God, and we touched base on this fascinating aspect of Switzerland having 4 official languages. Christoph was kind enough to fill in some blanks and tell us about what was his experience in school and how you need to learn this and that language and so forth and so on. It was really a great time. And this, my friends, brings us to the end of our broadcast. I hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. I hope you learned something new. I hope you laughed a little bit. I hope you were inspired about wine and chocolate pairings. Maybe our new friends at the Secret Wine Bar will organize an event pairing chocolate and wine. Wouldn't that be wonderful? I mean, they are not lacking any ideas of their own, and I'm sure that this new business will blossom to become one of the most go-to places in Emiliano Zapata, just because the owners are so kind and have this really broad vision of what they want the experience to be. So there you have it. Another day, another broadcast. I thank you for your company. I thank you for your support, and I will see you back here soon, if not tomorrow. Take care.